Hey folks, Ted from Nerd Immersion here. Enough people have mentioned it, and I don't really have any details on it, but you guys like when I cover things in D&D news, so here I am. Big shakeups happening at D&D Beyond today. It was announced there was one of the routine dev updates that happens, every Thursday or every other Thursday on D&D Beyond. And we got three figureheads, three of like the mainstay people, I'd say, of D&D Beyond, all announced today that they are leaving D&D Beyond and fandom, and that would be Todd Kenreck, Adam Bradford, and Lauren Urban, Oboe Crazy. So when I went and I checked, everybody's social media, so I know they recently just finished whatever campaign they were doing on, like through D&D Beyond. They had like a Silver and Steel, I think the campaign was called. That just ended. And I just thought the campaign reached a natural end, but now I'm wondering if there's more to this whole story. So Lauren said here, today I announced that I'm leaving D&D Beyond about 12 hours ago. I've been incredibly blessed to have joined this amazing group of people, and I have the chance to help so many play D&D, and I cannot thank my colleagues enough. I can't talk about what I'm doing next yet, but I promise you are excited. Today's bittersweet, the end of a long-running campaign I've loved and will always treasure. It's time for a new adventure, and I can't wait to share that story with you all. Adam Bradford also said earlier today, here's the update, where he says that he's leaving. I'm sharing that I'm leaving fandom in D&D Beyond in the next couple of weeks, starting D&D Beyond, forming the team, watching it grow, and so on. It was a true honor. I can't go into details yet about my next adventure, but it will feature more moving and shaking in the TRPG space, and I can't wait for it. Follow me here for updates as I can give them, and thanks for all the love I've already seen coming. As a huge fan of the Dragon Prince, I'm thrilled that I've been able to work to get the Tales of Xadia game off the ground with the team. You can check out the playtest now by signing up for emails. That I knew he was working on the Cortex RPG Tales of Xadia game, which is if you're familiar with the Netflix show The Dragon Prince, that's a game based on that. And I scrolled through Todd Kenreck's as well to see, and he said, what did he say? Not going anywhere. I'm starting up D&D videos again on my own YouTube channel, Todd Kenreck, Twitch support, blah, blah, blah. Some more exciting news is coming Monday as well. So right now, as of me recording this is Friday, but this tweet was put out on Thursday. It says, thank you everyone for your support all these years and for going on these adventures with me. Thank you, James J. Hake, Oboe Lauren, so this is basically James Hake or Joey Hake, James Hake, Lauren Urban, and again, Adam Bradford, for everything you've given to D&D Beyond, all our devs, writers, and guests. So also, this was probably a week ago or earlier in the week. I think James Hake also made that he was leaving D&D Beyond as well. So, and then there's just more, thank you to Beyond Heroes and Silver and Steel. Thank you for D&D Beyond. I'll be returning, yada, yada, yada. So I don't know, folks. I don't have any insider information. If I did and I could share it, I absolutely would. No one reached out to me. Sometimes when these folks move on to new roles, I'll get an email that says, hey, I'm leaving. This is my replacement, in case you want to reach out to them about promotions or, sponsorships or any of that kind of stuff. I have not received, I'll check my email right now, but I have not received anything like that. Just confirming. Yep, no emails. So I don't have any information that I can give you. Again, if I could, I would. But it's interesting, right? So we don't know what's going on, but that's four people, three people that have pretty much been there as a team almost from D&D Beyond since the beginning. I guess I would really call them the face of D&D Beyond. If you look at all the articles that have been posted, it's basically been from one of the four of them, and anything managing the Twitch, the social media, and all of that. So they're all leaving. Do I think they're all leaving to go to something similar? Well, it didn't sound like Todd Kenreck was, because he's talking all about his personal channels and all the stuff that he's working on. Maybe they're getting hired by WotC in-house, and they're going to go to Seattle and do stuff there. That's a possibility. I don't know. Maybe they're going to form some other RPG company or join some other RPG company that already exists. Maybe they're going to do freelance work. They've started their own RPG studio. These are all things that I could see happening. The real question is, what does that mean for us as D&D Beyond users, right? This is the team that kind of started it. So obviously, D&D Beyond Wizards of the Coast, in my mind, has put all their eggs in the D&D Beyond basket, as have so many of us. And oh boy, if this is like the end of D&D Beyond and this was going to tank after this, oh, there would be some real pissed people about the fact that this is not an option for us anymore. So I don't think they're going to go that route, because I think the backlash, Wizards of the Coast has a habit of shooting themselves in the foot, as we've seen, and this would be just tremendous if this was something like that. So I don't know. I don't have, like I said, I don't have any news other than what you guys have asked. You asked my opinion, though, on a lot of different tweets and questions and stuff. So yeah, my thoughts are, I don't feel like it's a coincidence that it's all happening at the same time. Either there was maybe some internal HR move where they don't, they made a policy choice. The folks were not getting paid or compensated what they thought they should be. They were waiting for some sort of new thing, or new company-based thing to happen, and it didn't end up happening. So then they said, well, if this doesn't happen by, February 4th, we're all going to leave. And they did. Or they were all offered as a team an option to go work somewhere else for some other company that they like. Or they've been working again together on forming their own RPG studio, podcast network, something, and just decided that today was the day. Because I don't feel like there was a lot of lead up to this. We got the information, hey, I'm leaving. And it's basically like, today's my last day, bye. So there could be something, I don't know, more. Usually if you're going to leave a company, especially if you're like the face of said thing on the internet, I feel like you would want to hey, if I was going to stop YouTube tomorrow with Nerd Immersion, I wouldn't just make a video tomorrow and be like, hey, by the way, I'm stopping Nerd Immersion forever, I'm done. If I was really having those thoughts, I would let you know a while, hey guys, it isn't really working out. I think I'm going to leave. I'm going to work on what I'm working on currently, see that out, and then eventually I'll, I'll leave the YouTube channel up, but I'll stop uploading new content, and that'll be 2 or 3 weeks from now. But this was clear cut immediately. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I don't love to do gossip style videos, and I feel like that's kind of what this is. But I really don't know. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you have any thoughts as to why this is happening? Why today? I don't know. Let me know.